Yo, what's going on everyone? This is Kevin from Kevin Builds, and in this video, I'm going to show you something you have never seen before with OpenClaw. I have built this dashboard that allows me to run my agency. I'm able to handle over 100 clients per month and spend no more than 20 minutes a day managing the whole system. So in this video, I'm going to show you a demo of the system, how I've built everything up. It's been a while since I posted my last video with the 4 Mac minis and everything. A lot has been going on. I published an app to the App Store, handling App Store Connect and everything. It's been a headache doing that, but I've also been building this system over here. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you a demo right now. And if you guys don't know already, I run an agency outside of this YouTube channel. It's what I spend most of my time working on. For me, my main goal has been to build some kind of SaaS product for myself. This is not something that I'm going to be building for other people or selling this system to other people. This is just something that'll help save me time. So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to be opening up a client, and what we're going to do is we're going to onboard them. Now, this system runs very, very cheap. A lot of the work you're going to see on here, it replaces traditional virtual assistants where you got to pay them somewhere between $500 to $1,000 per month to manage your clients. And if you run an agency, you know that if you hire people overseas, they've got a time zone difference and you can't really offer same day work for your clients. So we went ahead and fixed that by running these scripts on here, which is pretty simple. Whenever I need to create some kind of task that needs to be automated, I'll click log script over here, and then we'll use Playwright to go ahead and create this system. So I'll be covering this in a bit, but for now, let's go ahead and run one of these and then open up the tab over here. I'm also going to open up my Telegram over here. Now, I did try running this earlier, but there was a error because Chrome wasn't up. So if you are going to run something like this, like if you're going to be running Playwright and OpenClaw to go ahead and run these scripts, you want to make sure that you have Chrome always on. So as you can see right here, it's onboarding a client, and it's doing this from an SOP that we built. So what an SOP is pretty much just a procedure you want to follow. It's the same exact steps every single time, stuff that you don't want to do. So what we do is when our clients sign up with us, they've got an onboarding form. They fill out the form with all their details, and we take that information, we send it over to our internal dashboard, and it goes into their client sub account over here, and it updates everything right there. Now, if we go back to the tab while this is running, you can see on this first one over here, it's currently running, and this one doesn't really take too long. It should finish up soon. What it's doing right now is it's filling in all the custom values. So this is exactly how we're able to submit websites in the first day. So our clients get a website the first day and their Facebook ads in the first day. Now, if we go back over here on Telegram, you can see it only took about not even a minute, but it went ahead and finished this task for our client, and then it marked it as complete over here. Now for this client, I already did these steps for him, but I'm only doing this just to show you what it looks like. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add ad copy to all the campaigns. Now, if we go back over here to Jump Desktop, what it's going to do is we have it set up to check every 30 seconds when we make one of these runs. So it's going to go ahead, wait for the ping, and then it's going to go and get started. And the way it does this is it just opens up another tab and it gets started on the script right there. So you can see it just started right here. It's running the ad copy for all the campaigns. And what it does is we have 14 campaigns that we launch for our clients, and we run this all through the GoHighLevel Ads Manager. So what it does first is it searches up the campaign, and usually when it searches up the campaign, it has about 10 seconds it's got to wait. Then it goes into the campaign, it adds in all the ad copy, it saves it on the top right, and then it goes to the next campaign, and it does it for all 14 of them. Now this is something where before I had to go in there and I had to add all the ad copy. I mean, just this test alone, it could easily take me like 10 minutes to go ahead and do this. So I just set up a script one time. I did it for one of my clients. We set it up on Playwright, and it's able to just do this automatically for us. So I'm going to let this run. This usually takes a couple minutes, but I was able to put this software on my phone as well. So imagine I onboard a new client. They do all the form submissions for their information, like their company name, the city and state, their daily ad budget, targeting. They do all that information. I just send it over to my bot through my phone, and then it'll go ahead and onboard the client for me. So I only have to do a couple things per client. That's what allows me to scale up to over 100 people per month. Now, this is only one feature, and to me, this was really, really big because I've hired employees for these kind of tasks before, and having to manage them and pay for them as well has just been a little bit of a headache. But what we can also do is we can set up these roadmaps. So not only is this to onboard new clients, but the main reason I built this entire system was just because, you know, as an agency, you work with clients all the time. And, you know, if you give them your phone number, they call you, they text you, especially when things get busy. If you're just running it by yourself, you've got no time to do anything else because all day you're just answering calls, answering texts, and you get to a point where you got to fix it. So in my business specifically, I was getting to that point. We were getting really, really busy with these ad setups. And some people, they were just always asking for new ads. So the original goal for this software was to go ahead and have a support ticket system. So that's what we built over here. Now let me just open this over here real quick so I can show you what the roadmap looks like. So the first thing we do is we set up a roadmap, and I send this link to every single one of my clients when we create their system. This is our method of communication. We don't do calls or texts anymore. It's all done through this roadmap. And what happens on here is they're able to see the campaigns that we launched for them. So you can see one of the campaigns right here. You can see it. And what the client can do from their end is they can request a change over here. They can pause the campaign, ask us to increase the budget on it, and then it'll go and create a ticket in our system. Now, the cool thing about this is when they create a ticket in the system, like say they want to increase the ad spend or they want to pause the ad, they'll go ahead and do that. But what we tell our clients is, look, if you're going to spend say $600 to $1,000 per month in ad spend, let's say you're already prepared to spend that. We've got 14 campaigns, and the way that we run your ads is we run a new campaign every 3 days. So in the first 3 days, if campaign number 1 is good, we'll go ahead and scale it up by $2 after a couple of days and then just keep improving it from there. But if it flops, we'll pause it and we'll run a new one. So if we go to tasks over here, on this tab, this is super, super important. So for the clients that I've run ads for, I've already tested this for about 3 clients. What we do is we first launch the first campaign. So we run through that onboarding checklist, the scripts, gets everything done. And then the only thing I have to do is just go to their account and run the ad. So what that looks like is, let's say I go to any client over here. Let's just say I pick a random one. I go to sub account, or even just ads in general, and I can click open ad statistics. It'll take me directly to their page and GoHighLevel. In this case, I branded it as lead catch, but it's GoHighLevel. I can just go to the campaigns over here, click on a campaign, and then just publish it on the top right. That's all I need to do. And when I do that, on the back end, what it does is it creates a task over here. So let's say I run a campaign over here. I push it to the milestone, which gets sent to my client roadmap where they can see the update on there. It also pushes a task for me to check up on it in 3 days. So for a couple of clients over here, I have to check in on their ads tomorrow. And what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to go over here, click this on the right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the performance of their campaign for the first 3 days. If it's good cost per lead, say somewhere between $10 to $25 cost per lead, I'll leave the campaign on. I might launch a new one. Or if it's doing pretty bad, let's say the cost per lead is pretty high, I'll just pause it from there. Now, when I click this link over here and I go to the statistics tab, it'll go ahead and tell me what kind of ads that we have running right now, how much they've spent, their conversions. So for this client tomorrow, a cost per lead around $21. We can leave this running for another couple of days. So what I'll do tomorrow is I'll keep that one on, and I might run a new campaign. I'll give it a name, and then all I have to do is on their screen, I go to campaigns, click one of the campaigns, and like we did in the script before, it already put in all their information. So I just have to go in there, publish, I'll mark it as done. It'll push it to my client's roadmap, and then it'll create another task for me to check back in 3 days. Now, what this does is it avoids me having to spend all day talking with people over the phone and really just having to manage the ads on there, because it can be pretty hectic if you're running 14 campaigns, even just for 10 people. If they've got access to you over the phone, let's say through texting or calling, that kind of stuff adds up and it'll burn you out pretty quick. So having this system that kind of separates you from the client and just has this ticket system where you know exactly what you need to do, but more importantly, it organizes it so you can get everything set up super fast. This is just a complete game changer. And the ticket system plus getting the scripts is great, but we also have a couple tabs on here, which I'm not going to be going into in this video because there's some sensitive information on there, but I will be making some posts over here in the school group, which I'll leave linked down below and in the pinned comment. If you guys do want to learn more about the app that we launched on the App Store and more about this internal dashboard, if you're using GoHighLevel, this is going to be a huge game changer. I may put the template in here, so join up the group, and if you have any questions, ask over there. But on these tabs over here, for the ads manager, what it does is it pulls all the data from my clients. So if we go to one of the clients over here, right, let's just go to this one, go to ads. You can see all the ads we're running. And the way it pulls this data is through OpenClaw. We set up a task to go ahead and periodically just scrape the information on these different pages. So it'll scrape how the campaigns are doing, upload it into here, so we always know how the ads are going. And if we go to the insights real quick, I'm not going to go too far down over here, but we also created a map that shows us exactly where we're running ads. So, and further below on here, it shows us what campaigns we're running, which campaigns are doing the best across different states. That way, when new clients come in, we can just start off with those new campaigns. So As far as like an intelligence layer, this software has been a game changer for me, and we're going to continue building on it. Honestly, it's pretty much almost done. I just needed something where I can avoid having to hire some kind of virtual assistant overseas, because right now it's the busy season for me. So I don't really want to have that much overhead. And on top of that too, the agencies that have these systems in place, they're just going to be able to scale up a lot faster, a lot more efficiently. So if you're running an agency, if you use GoHighLevel, if you use OpenClaw, and you want to get some of the resources, join the school group over there. I'll be making some more videos covering these different tabs over here, like the payment renewal, some kind of incentives that we have for our clients. I'll go ahead and cover it over there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.